The Vietnam War was one of the bloodiest and most complicated conflicts in the modern age. A country fighting first against the colonialism of France and then later against the neo-colonialism and intervention of China and the United States. It took until the late 1970s for Vietnam to finally become a free and independent country. It was the longest war in the history of America, as well as the most traumatic conflict for both America and Vietnam, leading to over 1.3 million total casualties on both sides, and including civilians. Like all wars, Vietnam also showcased the latest in military technologies and inventions at the time. World War I brought tanks to the forefront, while World War II saw the invention of long-range missiles and nuclear bombs. But in Vietnam, the new war tactics used have left a mark on the land even deeper than the one left on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It was President Kennedy, when he was elected in 1961, who first approved the use of the so-called rainbow herbicides, an array of 6 chemical compounds all named after colors and used en masse throughout the war to destroy vast areas of foliage and jungle in Vietnam. By the end of the war, this practice was called Operation Branch Hand, but it started out under the name Operation Hades. The US Army viewed the herbicides as necessary because of the Viet Cong's guerrilla tactics, rarely engaging in full firefights the Americans were used to, and using the jungle to hide and camouflage themselves as well as their weapons. The best weapon the Viet Cong had was their knowledge of the land and their ability to hide, and the aim of the herbicides was to stop them from being able to do just that, destroying the dense jungles and leaving them open and visible from the air. As well as that, it had the aim of destroying crops and food the Vietnamese civilians as well as the Viet Cong relied upon, with Vietnam being a largely rural and agricultural country. They mainly targeted the Ho Chi Minh Trail with the herbicides, a network of roads which was used to provide the Viet Cong with supplies and manpower. Of all these chemical agents, however, the most widespread was Agent Orange, which was so popular among the US military that there were even multiple variations of it. There was Agent Orange 2 and 3, as well as what was also called Enhanced Agent Orange, or even Super Orange, which went on to be the main ingredient of Agent White, which later went on to become the most popular herbicide between 1966 and 1971. There were 11.7 million gallons of Agent Orange in all its variations used in Vietnam, as well as 5.2 million gallons of Agent White and 2.1 million gallons of Agent Blue. However, in 2003, a study published in Scientific American discovered that the government had lied and underestimated its use of the herbicides by a huge 9 million gallons, lying to the general public about the widespread chemical destruction in Vietnam. But very little research was done into the effects of the herbicides, other than their ability to destroy plant life. The US knew that they were toxic and dangerous, and were so convinced with them that they used them in battle. But these chemicals caused long-lasting and insidious effects. It is estimated that 4.8 million Vietnamese people have been exposed to Agent Orange, and of them, 3 million are suffering from deadly diseases. The herbicides affected the trees, the food, they got into the water supply and the air. To this day, babies are born in Vietnam with deformities caused by the fact Agent Orange is still found throughout the country. The toxins can even be transmitted from parent to children. Birth defects in places sprayed by Agent Orange are 3 times higher than elsewhere, and there are entire wards in hospitals dedicated to caring for the people with these deformities, of which an estimated 150,000 are thought to have been born since the end of the war. People exposed have higher risks of cancer, leukemia, and Hodgkin's lymphoma, and many US war veterans were also affected by being near these chemicals. America was so unaware of the deeper dangers of Agent Orange that many soldiers repurposed the drums used to contain it, even using them to shower in or store food. Today, the US is involved in some joint cleanup efforts with the Vietnamese government, but they, as well as the companies who manufactured Agent Orange, have yet to admit liability for what they have done, or to admit that Agent Orange was even a chemical weapon.
但我们今天要来告诉大家，老美才是练家子啊！
真的啊，美中贸易战可以延伸到现在新冠病毒阴谋论。很多人说，你美国指着人家的时候，不要忘了4只手指是朝自己呀。为何？大家看一下，其来有据啊。你知道，在1960年代的时候，其实1965年有一份 这样的报告曝光了。这份报告是由日本的媒体踢爆的。这份报告记载着1961到1962年，1961到1962年，当时美国至少做了12次的实验。什么实验呢？就是它这个所谓的生物战，不是针对人，但是是针对人赖以为生的稻米粮食。它让这个稻出现了稻瘟病菌。也就是说，当这个稻感染了这样的病菌之后呢，你看看上面有没有，要么就是坏死，要么就是发育不良，要么就是让你无法熟成，让你欠收。
你说这个叶子上面好像被火灼烧过，这个东西，
对，
都是它让稻米去得瘟疫，
对，
让它得传染病，
你知道吗？这12次的试验啊，日媒踢爆的非常的详实哦。他说试验场在哪？一，日本的琉球冲绳。2，台湾被标明为试验场所之一，其中这12次里面有1次还很详实的记载了他在日本的冲绳哪边，然后做了怎么样。那我问各位，你在1961、62年做这样的实验，你虽然不是冲着人来，你冲着稻米，你是不是在为什么做准备啊？
所以原来有这么一段秘史，哇，听得头皮发麻。老美在搞这个所谓的稻瘟病菌。抓台湾的水稻田来当练兵场，难怪一句人讲说为什么要挑稻米？三军未动，粮草先行。那你练这个兵，你要用在哪里呢？
他果然就立刻用在了后来没多久爆发的越战了。你知道在越战期间啊，老美啊可以说是被越共的丛林在打的真的是很痛苦，因为神出鬼没。他想了个办法，我要是让你丛林叶子通掉光光。我看你越共躲在丛林
躲没得躲，
所以他就去撒了这个什么？他利用了类似喷洒农药的原理，然后在低空盘旋的时候喷洒了脱叶剂、落叶剂。好，不管什么说法，就是我们老一辈所说的菊剂呀。好，你去看看那个资料画面，当时在他喷的时候，各位你在看这个画面的同时，我们要去想象美军有多狠哦。第一，你这个喷下去，你有想过造成了有多少面积的树林？自然植被全毁吗？你知道他喷了多少吗？7600万公升。然后我还没讲到说这个喷下去之后对地表造成永久的损失，以及被喷到的人跟接触到这些叶子间接的人呢？
你说到这个，我真的感触非常的深。为什么？你想那个毒剂渗进了泥土，泥土雨一淋下去渗到了地下水，
对，
井水又打上来喝进肚子里，妈妈怀了孩子。好了，这一连串给建构起来之后，那一个一个生出来残缺的先天缺陷的孩子，他们招谁惹谁了？
是啊，就1973年，好啊，你美军拍拍屁股你就走啦，你撤出啦。可是呢，你刚刚所说的荼毒，果然在下一代，包括我们讲的癌症、心血管疾病、帕金森氏症，生出来的小孩大脑缺损、颅骨缺损，然后也有可能四肢缺损，还有人一出生就没有眼睛。你看那个画面，请问我刚刚所说的一只手指着别人的同时，4只手指是指着自己，美军，你看了这个画面，你不会觉得惭愧吗？
好，中国给我们看到了从稻米一直到橙剂，这都是对植物，当然间接对人就造成极为严重的伤害。
对，
间接就已经伤成这样子了。我们给
Over 40 years after the end of the Vietnam War, and the US has released a series of new videos of its military operations in that country. Some of the footage showing aircraft dropping phosphorus bombs, napalm as well, during the bombing campaign in northern Vietnam. The video is filmed in 1965, some 10 years after the actual start of the Vietnam War. During all of that, America did face criticism for its use of chemical and biological weapons, but Vietnam also became a testing ground for all sorts of different weapons.
The curdler, or people repeller, produced the voodoo effects of Wandering Soul, in which haunting sounds, said to represent the souls of dead, were played in order to perturb the superstitious snipers.